for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is Jalen Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Richard, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 27, Carr got an open man. It's Ruggs. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Going to try and throw on third down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And a Raider first
line
down.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 38, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Carr's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Falcons nothing. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
By
Max Crosby, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Nassib. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own.
An update from Buffalo. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
On first down, Richard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And the Raider.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 22-yard attempt.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52's the mark, boy, 52.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Dumps it complete to Miller. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action. Ryan. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
We're closing in on halftime. That's Julio's first catch of the game. That's got to be a surprise for not just us, but even the defense, who's done a heck of a job taking him away from the Falcons.
51. 44, Mike, 44. All day. Get up.
Now Ryan on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Ryan. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. Throwing again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now third and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
They're not ready for this. Hey, take that. Y'all playing the wrong football. 44 is the mark. 44 is the mark. Shot, got it. It's our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Ryan will throw again. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and Hall not going to bring this one out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Hey, 59, ready. 54, go. Jim. Kill. 39. Gun. Be ready.
Now the Falcons replacement for Devontae Freeman. Here's Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller, and he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, man, watch the boot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Hayden Hurst, originally drafted by these Ravens, a first-round pick in 2018. And he was sort of overshadowed by Mark Andrews, who was a 4th-round pick that year. So Baltimore shipped him to Atlanta the offseason in a package that wound up netting the Ravens J.K. Dobbins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders.
To throw again is Ryan. Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. first and goal. Gurley. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Coup for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Raiders 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Carr throwing on target to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of
from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1 yard
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. An entire crew of Raiders, an entourage there to make the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20.
Who wants some?
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And Las Vegas.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Today's final score, Raiders 22.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Las Vegas, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host